In a move that has shaken up both the mobile and standalone GPS worlds, Nokia has made its Ovi Maps navigation free for everyone, for the whole world, forever. It includes traffic, weather and city guides too, with the only catch being that it's initially only available for recent devices. Older S60 phones may well be added to the list shortly though. Either way, very cool indeed. Google has launched Buzz, a location-centric microblogging service. It's integrated into Gmail on your desktop, into a mobile website on your iPhone or Android phone, or, most widely, into Google Maps for Mobile 4 on those two platforms, plus the biggie, S60. See these URLs for more. Also from Nokia, who are having a stunning start to the year, are a batch of firmware updates. Version 21 for the N97 and version 11 for the N97 Mini are terrific, and seriously address the problem of low RAM, with more of it free after booting and better memory handling. Sony Ericsson has just launched a new flagship media smartphone, the Vivaz, running S60 5th edition and a tweaked version of the software in the Satio. It's a smaller device, think Nokia 5800, with 3.2-inch screen and human curvature design. The star feature is the camcorder functionality with its full 720p video capture and continuous autofocus, a first in production phones. Stills are 8 megapixels with single LED flash, and it should be available soon. Full 2009 results are now in for the smartphone world, with Nokia predictably still dominating at 39% world market share, though down slightly by 3% from 2008. RIM was second at 4% at 20% world market share, and Apple were impressively up 8% at 15% in third place. HTC and all Windows Mobile and Android phone makers follow in the sub 5% noise, though I'd expect phones with Android to do much better in 2010. It's a similar picture in terms of 2009 results by platform. Symbian's dominance was shaken rather by 12%, though Symbian-powered smartphones still have 45% world market share. Blackberry OS was up by 4%, iPhone OS up 8%, Windows Mobile down 6%, and Android is a screaming new entry, as they say on all the chart shows. Google has released a significant update for their Nexus 1. You'll be notified over the air, putting full multi-touch, shown here, into Maps, Browser and Gallery, plus many other fixes, though I have a few concerns over battery life with this new release. Blackberries are fairly vulnerable to memory leaks, both RAM and flash memory, to the extent that cleanup functions exist within the OS itself. And you should run these periodically, as it causes applications to empty their cache, free up their memory, etc. Here's how to do it. From the home screen, go to Options. In the menu, select Security. Now select Advanced Security Options. Next, select Memory Cleaning. Now here you have all your memory cleaning options. First, you need to enable it in case it's disabled. Then turn on options like Clean when holstered and Clean when idle. An additional quick and effective way to do RAM optimization on a BlackBerry smartphone is to reset the phone, and for this you need to press 3 keys together: Alt plus right caps lock plus del. Don't worry, you won't lose any data. Internal flash memory is also worth cleaning, for example your internet browser cache. Here's what to do. Number 1, go to the BlackBerry browser. In Options, select Cache Cleaning. Next, clear the pushed content. You'll want to keep the history and cookie cache for convenience. Another great way to save onboard memory on a BlackBerry device is by deleting any sample files. Here's how to do it. From your home screen menu, go to the Media folder and delete all unwanted pictures, music tracks, ringtones and video files. As a side note, as with any smartphone, always use media/memory card to save all these media files, and never store any media files on the device memory if you can help it. You can also save a lot of memory by deleting unnecessary email messages from your inbox. On your home screen, open Messages and select Options, then General Options, and now set the Keep Messages field to either 15 days or 30 days. More on the BlackBerry next time. For now, stay clean.
Last week on 21st, Singaporean mobile operator StarHub launched SPB TV for their customers. StarHub is important in Singapore because they do all the cable TV, so someone knows StarHub not only as a mobile operator, as a TV company as well. Choosing SPB was our interface, which is completely different to, let's say, to other mobile TV interfaces. It gives more interactivity, it gives more the feeling that you are watching TV like at home. So you have an on-screen display by tapping on the screen. On-screen display will come up and you can change brightness, loudness, or you can easily switch around. I should show you here. They call it a TV browser. You can browse through the channels and immediately when you select a new channel, you see a small picture-in-picture, like it in your home, and with your remote control, and by tapping on the small picture, then you will load this kind of TV, and after 5 seconds, then you get the new channel. And the interesting thing is, you have seen what happened before, because this picture is actually content. So you move not in, let's say, only by a logo of a TV channel. You move to a content which you see, oh, there's a soccer play, and you click on this and you move directly to the soccer play. So you wait this kind of few seconds for connection, and we try to make this kind of time as short as possible. When we started in 2008, we used MPEG-4 on many reasons, but now we move more and more to H.264 because of better quality. It's always a codec issue, and more suppliers, they start to supply the codec on their device, which is good for us. Visitors, but maybe people as well somewhere else, they can get SPB TV for free. That is maybe the good news. We should try to get it for free. But we will start with few channels, video on demand, where users have the chance to review, to rewind, for fast forward.
Okay.
They can select their own, let's say, their own content. Okay, then we have this architecture for SPB TV, which is looks complex. It's not that.
It looks like a plumbing substation.
That's a good, that's a good idea. Yeah, it's maybe our technology works a little bit like this, but in the plumbing thing, there's always it goes one way. Yeah, TV is something which will very soon goes in both directions. So not only that people, let's say, do some own footage, but they will interact with the program more and more, and our product is ready for more interaction soon. So everything what you see today with this kind of tap on the screen and only change, let's say, your client will give, in future you will have opportunities to give feedbacks. At Mobile World Congress we will show SPB Mobile Shell 5.0, which is breakthrough. In September last year we showed 3.5, and people say, wow, this is great, when we saw this kind of carousel which was, let's say, reacting on the movie. Now 5.0 is a really breakthrough, is it's first time multi-platform. We support not only Windows Mobile, we support Symbian, and we support Android as well. It's not a picture of what, let's say, Google themselves or, let's say, Microsoft themselves paint for them. But it's a picture more for, let's say, for mobile operators or OEM who want to have their, let's say, their own, and they want to have their branding back on the device. They don't want to have a Google branding, and they don't want to have a Microsoft branding, they don't want to have an iPhone branding, they want to have their branding, and they want the most outstanding software on their device. And then they have to find, let's say, other solutions, and we try to put the UI builder and engine in this kind of field. Think about companies like MediaTek who start to build a lot of stuff for 6.5. So for Windows Mobile, still Windows Mobile in Asia, and it's a big thing. There are, let's say, about 50% of things we already have, and then there are the new things like stereoscopic, or this kind of 2D in a 3D environment, the physics engine, which is completely new. There's the feedback engine with physical sound, which is quite interesting as well. This demo is, by the way, not 3D, even if the screen looks completely 3D. It's a 2D layered.
So it's parallax scrolling.
Yes. Yeah. But here you have different, let's say, layers in the background. No, it's an RD in the R&D, and will be a part in the engine. However, to finish it must be, let's say, on a targeted device.
Suddenly I feel rather old. There's a great new energetic video phone show out, concentrating mainly on news, run by a guy called John over in Canada. He's also something of a Nokia N900 expert, having disassembled it and reassembled it successfully. So I've invited him to do the official phone show video review. Take it away, John.
I've received a lot of personal comments from you guys asking me to do an N900 review, and I am honored that Steve has invited me onto this show in order to do it. So let's get it started. Here in my hands is Nokia's newest, well, only MAMO5 power device. Yes, this is the N900. It features an 800 by 480 display, 32 gigabytes of onboard storage, 256 megabytes of RAM, and all powered by a 600 megahertz processor. And of course it comes with the usual Wi-Fi, GPS, 5 megapixel camera, and all that good stuff. The phone does have 3G, however, like Nokia's other devices, 3G is specific to your region. This right here is a European N900, which was picked up in London for £500 pre-launch. Unfortunately, it does not work with Canadian 3G bands. But it's not really a big deal because I don't really have a data plan anyways. Canadian data plans are so expensive. 30 bucks a month for 500 megabytes. That is ridiculous. Anyways, in this segment, I'm gonna give you guys my personal opinion about the N900. The good, the bad. Should I buy this phone? Yes, no, why not? Just make sure you keep your minds open and your eyes wide. I can't really do it. Anyways, let's get started. Now you're all gonna look at my eyes, or rather lack of. Let's start off with the good, shall we? The N900 has an extremely good build quality, as some of you might have seen from our stress test videos. Hardware-wise, the N900's keyboard is much better compared to, say, the N97. It's much more tactile, responsive, and the key placement just seems to make more sense. However, short keys have to be manually shifted, as for some reason long presses no longer work. Taking a look inside the phone, not literally, you will find the new Linux-based MAMO 5 OS. MAMO 5 is very different, like extremely different compared to Symbian S60. I have been a Symbian user for 3 to 4 years and even I felt that the learning curve was quite steep. Or perhaps I just learned slow. MAMO 5 is extremely finger-friendly and shines through the 800 by 480 display. Although the screen is a resistive one, I don't know why, it is very responsive and can be used almost exactly like a capacitive screen. One aspect of the N900 that completely blew me away would be the conversations application. Yes, I know, all of your text messages are natively displayed in an IM chat kind of format. Skype and Google Talk contacts are all natively integrated, which is awesome, and contacts can be accessed and edited relatively easily. All you gotta do is start typing your contact's name on the home screen, and the N900 will find a quick match for you instantly. Very cool! On top of that, you can download a third-party application called Pigeon Instant Messenger and plugin for it called Haze, which would allow for MSN, or rather Windows Live Messaging, IM integration. I keep saying integration, but this is really the best word I can think of, because it describes it so well. Best of all, you can merge all this information from all your different IMs into one single contact in your phone book, creating this huge organized mesh of social networking that just makes talking to your friends very easy. Media consumption is also spectacular on this device. All you gotta do is plug your phone into your computer and start dragging and dropping music and movie files. And yeah, that's it. Music playback is also very good. The N900 has got to be the best sounding Nokia device that I have ever used. Video playback is absolutely gorgeous on this thing. The screen is very vibrant and clear, and because of the higher resolution display, videos will look much better compared to, say, the N97 or the 5800. Okay, time for the bad. Although the N900 does support AVI, WMV, MP4 video playback, it's still very tricky to know exactly which video files will or will not work on this thing. The video's resolution can't be too big, and it has to be encoded with this codec. Even a Google search or browsing around the MAMO forums will tell you that users are still having trouble. You'll see a bunch of, will this work? Will that work? Why doesn't it work? Zooming is also very inconsistent with this device. For OV maps, you have to use the on-screen scroll bar, and for various other applications, you have to use the volume keys. And in the web browser, you have to use this silly, swirling touch gesture thing. I personally would love to see one universal method of zooming, such as pinch zooming or pressing the up and down keys on the keyboard. The worst, the absolute worst, is when you load up a YouTube video and you want to lower the volume. And naturally, at least for me, you would press the up and down volume keys. Why am I doing it this way? However, in this situation, volume control ain't happening. Instead, you'd be zooming in and out of the web page while the volume's audio is blasting away. Speaking of YouTube, I personally think that the YouTube experience on the N900 is quite poor. And yes, I'm viewing the desktop version of YouTube using the device's Flash-enabled web browser. But videos take a bit to buffer and load, and navigation is kind of cumbersome. And the quality isn't as good as it can be. Another thing is that the N900 runs in landscape mode. Always. You pretty much have to use your device like this. All the time. Beep, beep. Thanks to the recent update, you can now use the web browser in portrait mode, alongside with the phone application. But still, this kind of sucks. A question that I am often asked is, how is the battery life? Well, in my opinion, the battery life is quite good. It doesn't last as long as, say, the N97, N95, or E71, but you can definitely get a full day out of it, and that's with Wi-Fi constantly running. Email fetching, SMS talk time, web browsing, music, videos, and time for the ultimate question. Should I buy this phone? I personally would say no. I kill you! Why? Well, I feel like the device's OS still can be vastly improved. MeMo 5 is still very young, and there's even MeMo 6 to look forward to. Give it some time for those developers and hackers to unleash the potential of this thing. Check out our YouTube channel and our website. This was John from Tech7.net, and I will see you guys on Phoneage.
My first mobile phone was a Nokia 6600. Then I've changed to the N70, the Nokia Communicator 9500, the N73. Recently, in December, I bought the My Touch 3G. Then in January, I bought this one. The Nexus one is a very powerful phone, flexible, robust, fast. Let me show you some of the key features that I like on this phone. Dolphin browser here can do multi-touch. Documents to go. A very good file manager. Microsoft Exchange. My work email here. Yep. And ebook reader, dictionary, so many things really. I just love it. I customize it to my own taste. I believe this is the most powerful smartphone yet.